Hi, welcome to Big Ted's Home and Garden. In today's video I'm going to show you how to fix your hiking boots if the soles start to detach from the rest of the boot. Ideally you'll notice that your boots are falling apart when you're somewhere warm and safe. I wasn't quite so lucky. I was 3/4 of the way up a Scottish mountain. When the sole started flapping around I had no option but to pull it off. It certainly made the scramble to the top of the mountain and the long descent much more interesting. In order to reattach the sole you need to make sure that the sole itself and the midsole have both been cleaned thoroughly. You can see there's quite a bit of abrasion damage to this midsole from walking on it, and at the front of the boot you can see the damage where the outer sole had to be torn off on the mountain. Good quality boots like these should have a sole which fits around the whole of the boot, and so it should be easy to seat the boot and then re-glue it as long as you use the correct glue. To repair hiking boots you need a glue that's waterproof and flexible. One glue that claims to be flexible and waterproof is Stormsure. If you look on Amazon you'll find there's several adhesives that all claim to do the same sort of thing. The Shoe Goo, E6000, but basically they're all isocyanate containing polyurethane adhesives, and Stormsure is a little bit cheaper so I tried this one. I'll put an Amazon link in the description below. It was about £5 for a 15-gram tube, which is certainly a lot cheaper than the £75 I was quoted for resoling the boots. As you can see I'm putting a continuous layer of adhesive around the outer rim of the sole, and then I'm going to apply the adhesive in a zigzag pattern across the base of the sole. Now hopefully when I put the top of the boot on that'll squash down and give us a good coverage across the whole sole. Okay, so let's take the rest of the boot and fit it onto the sole. Fitting the boot into the heel cup first and then the toe cup will help you locate the sole accurately. Just make sure you squeeze it in. See, that's the bit that was damaged when we tore it off in the first place. And then just go around the rest of the boot and make sure it's sat securely in the sole. If there's any excess glue that comes outside the sole you can wipe it off with a damp cloth. But I wouldn't worry too much if you miss a bit because it dries clear anyway, this glue. Full curing time is 10 to 12 hours with this adhesive, so to make sure that the boot and the sole stayed in contact I used plenty of duct tape to hold them together. I then left the boot for a full 48 hours in a warm room just to make sure that the adhesive had plenty of time to cure. So it's 48 hours later. Let's take the tape off and see what it looks like. Looks good so far. Let's try and pull it away. It's solid. Yeah, it looks good. It's both sides. And at the front. It looks like it's bonded well. Let's see if it'll flex. Yeah, looks good. In twist, so in torsion. Yeah, these are fairly stiff boots anyway. The sole's not coming away when I do that. You can see there's a little bit on the heel there where we've got a bit of overspill where I didn't wipe it off. Not too bad. There's only one real way you can test a pair of walking boots though, and that's to put them on and go for the long walk. So that's what I did. Quick 10 miles on a nice autumn day. Plenty of mud and puddles to test the water resistance. A quick pub stop just to check that the boots were okay, and then back up the hill to home. So what were they like afterwards? Absolutely fine. You can see the sole is firmly bonded onto the boot, so on both sides. So I'm very happy with this. I don't think I'll be using them in the Scottish mountains again or in North Wales. There's not a lot of tread left on them, but for £5 I've got a pair of boots that'll last me at least another couple of years for lowland walking. So I hope you found this useful. If you have, leave a thumbs up. Any questions, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to Big Ted's Home and Garden. See you soon.